because you can, through my experience, you know, if you ever try to say, hey, I can call tops, I can call bottoms, you can get faked out a lot, and you could take profits prematurely and kick yourself afterwards. You just got to go by risk reward. I know that I'm not going to lose more than 10 cents on this trade, so this is all noise to me. And I have some pretty positive things going for me. And that's exactly what I was thinking, because right now I could sell for just a 3-cent loss. If I just hit the bid and sell my shares, I could get a 3-cent loss and just lose a little bit. But I'm going by risk reward, so I'm going to hold. I'm not going to take a big loss though, but I believe right now that this is an acceptable loss up to here, and I still think there's enough positive things going for this trade that it still has a chance. But I am definitely on a heightened alert at this moment, and you see right here, now it's coming back up. Let's see how this 280 holds. Okay. Now you see a big bid show up at 279, that's a good sign. There's still strength in this stock. It's always a good sign when you see that. I think that if 280 gets chipped, it could be very positive for this stock. So let's see what happens. 2,000 shared, a micro penny below the ask. Fast forward it a little bit. Okay, look at all this green. All this green. Good sign. If I didn't buy it earlier, this would probably be a good time to try buying it now, actually. This would be a good time to get in. I'm seeing all this green, and the 80 is getting chipped. You know, right now 1,000 shares or 2,000 shares could crack it up to 281. And if anybody was shorting this, trying to play a double top, they wouldn't be too pleased at that, because they could see that as a fake out. I've been in that situation. I short a stock and it goes down 4 cents and it starts coming back up. That's usually didn't turn out well when a stock did that. Okay, it's coming up back to where we were. Now you see that pop right there. That pop, it's just a penny, but you see how boring the stock is. So this looks like a pop, but it's actually not that much, because the stock is so boring. But it's a good sign. It's unusual. It's unusual activity from what we've just witnessed. So I did the right thing not to sell into this little sell-off. It's just one red candle, 2 minutes. Can't get faked out that easily sometimes. All right, we're opening up high. You see, this is good. You know, I mean, I think that the candle pattern is 3 white soldiers. Let's see if we get it. 3 green candles. That's usually the start of a move. Let's see if we can pop through this 283. You see how perfect that line is? You see how perfect it is right there? That's a very important number, and that's the number I'm watching. See, when I buy, I mean, really, if you really wanted to play a technical breakout, you would wait all the way up to here, 295. But look at your risk reward. If you look how slow this stock moves. If it moves like 10 cents, that's a lot. And if you get a technical, all right, if you get a technical break, I'm going to pause it. Let me finish my thought. If you get a technical breakout here, and the stock is already look, it's moved from here all the way up to here. You might get a fake out anywhere from 295 to 299, and then it could drop all the way back to 287, and then you're done, because the stock is probably going to close down there if it fakes out one more time. So from a risk reward, This looked pretty good. This looked like a pretty good time to get in at this 283 level. It gives me a little bit of cushion, so that if it got up to here and it started failing, I would probably have enough reaction time to sell it around 290-ish. But I was hoping that it would test this, possibly break it, and close around the 3. If it did that, I would hold it overnight and try and play a morning gap up. Or if not a gap up, it just opens strong for a little bit and it might fade, and I'd probably sell into the first sign of fading. But in order for that to happen, it's got to break above this 283 first. So I'm watching this real carefully. And it's starting to, the level 2 is starting to back off again. The bids are backing off. Not good. It's already 335. It's already 335. Only 25 minutes left. You know, at this point I'm playing it like an option. There's like an expiration. I'm not gonna hold this overnight if it's just hanging out in this zone right here. It's got to prove itself that it's got strength, that it's still got room to go up. I'm going at 3 times the speed, and you see how boring this stock still is. Alright, I believe I exit out in a little bit. And you can see why. Okay, look, let me pause it right here. You saw that we just saw the ask at 284. That's a big sign right there. That's a very big sign. And I'll explain it in a minute after I get out, why that's a big sign, at least to me. Okay, we got 284 again. Does 284 actually hit the tape? Does 284 hit the tape? Does not. Okay, look at this. Now this is like, this stock is like ready to go. You see that? That could be like shorts, you know, lowballing their buy to cover. You know, they're ready to get out. So I'm really encouraged right here. You see that? We got 284. Okay, we just broke through the horizontal range right here, and look at all those big bids at 283. This should keep going. I mean, this should just surge. I should at least see it go through 285, 286, 287, maybe have trouble 288, 289. But it should move a little bit now. I'm really encouraged. Even though the volume is not that great, but this is classical. This is the classical kind of thing I'm looking for when I'm trying to buy. Okay, we got 284, 285. Great. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Come on. All right, look at that. 284. Bids are marching up. Can we go through 285? Okay, somebody just hit 285. You know, we should be seeing some stops, you know, more stops, more shorts getting nervous. Okay, now this is a real big warning sign right here. You see how it faded back to 283 on just, how many shares is this? 200, 300, 400. On 600 shares, it took out the bid, and it's back down to 283. This is a big warning sign right here. It's kind of like, I don't know. I can't think of the analogy. I just think of like, I don't know if this analogy is valid or not, but it's kind of like a blackjack. You know, you could kind of peek at the, what they call it, the hole card, and it gives you some clues. I mean, essentially, this is what's going on. The level 2 only shows you the best offer on the bid or the ask. You see the top of the book. You don't see the whole book. But when the price moves up, then you could see what was behind what you just saw. So if you just